Welcome to the third and final day of developing the perfect donut. It's finally time to show you guys the recipe I have been working so hard to perfect, and I'm so excited. First, we're going to need 90 grams of beaten egg, which is slightly less than 2 large eggs, 75 grams of dark brown sugar, 15 grams of rum, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. I really like the depth and complexity of flavor that these specific ingredients provide. They make the donut itself so delicious that honestly, you don't need any icings or fillings. Those are just a bonus. Next, we'll need 600 grams of bread flour and 10 grams of instant yeast, 370 grams of warm milk, your delicious egg mixture, 50 grams of potato flakes, and 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Knead that until the gluten is well developed, and then add in 65 grams of butter, a little bit at a time. Whenever I use butter in this way, I make sure that it is cool yet pliable. If your butter is too soft in room temperature, you risk melting it with the heat and friction of your mixer, and it will slightly affect the texture of your crumb. Let the dough proof until generously doubled in size, and then it's time to cut out your donuts. I like to roll the dough out to exactly 1/2 inch thick, and then use a cookie cutter that is 3.5 inches in diameter for the perfect size donut. Plop your donuts into a lightly floured pan and leave them to proof until doubled in size. When they are almost there, you're going to cut out the hole with a cutter that is a tad bit smaller than 1.5 inches in diameter. Also at this time, we are going to preheat our oil. We're aiming for 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As long as your oil temperature is correct, you will know that the donuts are perfectly done when they get that deep golden color, roughly a minute on each side. And just like that, you have made the perfect donuts. I chose to cover some in sugar and others with a fresh strawberry icing with rainbow sprinkles because I'm just a girl. I like what I like, but you can do anything you want. Truly, the sky's the limit. I have been making and selling donuts on and off since I was a teenager, and even worked as a pastry chef for the most popular donut shop in my town, and still, I can confidently say that these are the best donuts I have ever made. But my opinion is just that, mine. If you give this recipe a try, let me know how you liked it. If you're interested, I do have a more in-depth video on this whole process posted on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for following along, and I'll see you next time. Bye!